Hi, welcome to the video, Why You Keep Attracting the Same Type. Before we get started, won't you please subscribe, share, and like the video. Hit the notification button so that every time a video drops from the Daily Uplift official, you'll be notified. But the video titled for today is Why You Keep Attracting the Same Type. Let me ask you something. Why does every relationship feel like a different person, but the same pain? Different face, same disrespect. Different name, same disappointment. Different beginning, same ending. You told yourself, this one is different. You believed it, you felt it, but somehow you ended up right back where you started. Heartbroken, confused, and questioning yourself. So the real question is not why are they like that? The real question is, why do you keep attracting the same type? Let that sit a minute. Why do you, or why do I, let's make it personal. Why do I keep attracting the same type? Today, we're not blaming them. We're not blaming you either. We're exposing the pattern. This is where most people get it wrong. They think attraction is random. It just happened. I didn't see it coming. I don't know how I ended up here again. No, this is not random. It's a pattern. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you recognize. One more time. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you recognize. Wow. Just one more time. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you recognize. And recognition doesn't always come from what's healthy. It comes from what's familiar. Let me say that again. Recognition does not always come from what's healthy. It comes from what's familiar. Familiar feels like chemistry even when it's toxic. If chaos feels normal to you, peace will feel boring. I've heard people say, he was a good guy or she was a good girl, but she was just boring. Again, if chaos feels normal to you, peace will feel boring. If inconsistency feels normal, consistency will make you feel suspicious. If you grew up earning love, you'll keep chasing people who will make you prove your worth. One more time. If you grew up earning love, you will keep chasing people who make you prove your worth. So no, it's not bad luck. It's a loop. You think you're choosing, but a lot of your choices are being made before you even realize it. Your subconscious is scanning people, going back and forth, asking, does this feel like something I've experienced before? No. Or not, is this healthy? Not, is this good for me? But does this feel familiar? And if the answer is yes, you feel a spark. That instant connection that I don't know what it is about them is not always alignment. Sometimes that's recognition of a wound. You're not crazy, you're conditioned. Let's go deeper, because this is where it gets real. You don't just attract people, you attract reflections of what still needs healing. If you have abandonment wounds, you may attract emotionally unavailable people. If you struggle with self-worth, you may attract people who confirm that struggle. If you don't believe you're enough, you may accept behavior that proves it, not because you want pain, but because your mind is trying to resolve something unfinished. If you like your heart saying, or excuse me, it's like your heart saying, maybe this time it'll be different. But if you haven't changed, the pattern won't either. Let's talk about accountability. Because awareness without action changes nothing. A lot of times you don't just attract the wrong type, you keep them. You ignore the red flags, you explain the bad behavior, you give chances that cost you peace. Why? Because potential feels more powerful than reality. You fall in love with who they could be while ignoring who they are. And every time you stay where you should leave, you reinforce the pattern. Here's another truth most people don't want to hear. You say you want better, but your standards are still built from your past. You've outgrown certain situations mentally, but emotionally, let me say that again. You've outgrown certain situations mentally, but not emotionally. So you end up in relationships that match your old identity, not your new desires. You can't keep asking for healthy love while tolerating unhealthy behavior. Your standards must reflect your healing, not your history. Now let's talk about freedom. Because this pattern can be broken, but it requires something uncomfortable. You have to become aware of yourself, not just what you want, but what you accept. Start asking, why do I feel drawn to this person? What about them feels familiar? What am I ignoring? Then set boundaries. Real ones, not temporary ones, not emotional ones, non negotiables. And this is key. Don't just look for connection, look for consistency, look for peace, look for alignment, because healthy love doesn't confuse you, it doesn't drain you, it doesn't make you question your worth. And here's the hardest part. You may have to walk away from what feels good to choose what is good. And again, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone. The truth, this is the truth right here. You don't attract different until you become different. Not just in words, not just in mindset, but in boundaries, in standards, in self-worth. When you truly know your value, you'll stop negotiating. One more time. When you truly know your value, you'll stop negotiating it. And when you stop accepting less, less stops showing up. So if you've been asking, why do I keep attracting the same type? Now you know. It's not just about them. It's about patterns. It's about familiarity. It's about healing. But the moment you become aware, you take your power back. And from that moment forward, you don't just hope for different, you choose it. Again, if you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do so. And come back soon for more encouragement you can count on from the Daily Uplift Official.